To discuss that more, we're joined by political commentator Jason Unruhe, joining us now. Thank you very much, Mr. Unruhe. Yes, we have Mr. Unruhe with us live from Ontario, joining us now. Thank you very much. Mr. Unruhe, how do you think that this will affect the Donald Trump administration's foreign policies?
Well, I frankly don't think it will change very much. I think that with the inclusion of the Democrats in this now advantageous position, I think that we may see a little bit more of an aggressive stance towards Russia. As we recall, the constant hammering by the Democrats has been that the election was supposedly stolen by Russia, a claim that we've yet to see any significant evidence of. So I think that it's probably a good possibility that they'll move along those lines, like try to push more sanctions on Russia, what have you, particularly with regards to their actions inside of Syria, assisting the legitimate government of Bashar al-Assad. I think that this means that they might wield a little bit more power over foreign policy, and that they might be able to force the Republicans to make some kind of concessions. Now that they control the House, if they want something to get through, then they have to make a concession to the Democrats inside the Senate. But that all of that still remains to be seen. But this definitely does put more power onto the side of the Democrats. And in their situation, they have always sought a more hostile foreign policy towards Russia.
Mr. Unruhe, very quickly though, because we're running out of time, but do you think that we will be seeing the bold moves that we have seen so far from President Donald Trump, unilateral decisions, for example, leaving the climate accord deal or the Iran deal, the Iran nuclear deal? Will we be seeing things like that happening again?
I definitely think that this will occur once again. Just because the Democrats control the House doesn't necessarily mean that they'll get exactly what they want. Much of what Trump has already done thus far is by operating through executive orders and even threatening to do executive orders when it would be illegal or impossible for him to even do so. So I think that Democratic control of the House won't really do very much in that regard. If Trump sets his mind upon doing something, regardless of the consequences or the politics behind it, he's going to do it. And I think that's been a real hallmark of his presidency thus far, his bullheadedness and insistence upon going forward regardless of consequences.
Thank you very much, Mr. Jason Unruhe, political commentator and analyst, joining us live from Ontario with his take on